So you want to buy some Bitcoin, eh? What about some NFTs? How about some Luna, bitch? Ooh, 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 ooh. How about some fucking DeFi and fucking financing and on wonderful places like fucking Celsius? Ooh. That's how I feel now. You know? Like, I am now down 36% on my portfolio. Largely due to, I thought we were at the bottom of Bitcoin. You see, Bitcoin has never gone below its previous all-time high. Not the last one that was like 60,000 something, but the 20,000 one. As of the time of recording this video, is at a solid 19,000, and it doesn't look to be bouncing very much. It's still in free fall, and this all happened overnight. You know, I was fairly confident that it would bounce off 20,000, so I went all in, trying to make what I believed would be a solid trade. You know, maybe make 5-6% in one shot, which going all in would have been a nice payoff. Well, that didn't work out. And a lot of my trading strategies that were successful in 2020 and 2021 in crypto, I think were only good because it was a bull market. And now we are in a bear market. And not just that, the stock market has been kicking my ass too. You know, it's just like I'm standing under the falling knives with my mouth open and my eyes just like, please just keep fucking me over. Yes, please. As the bubble pops. Now I know why. You know, it's just, it sucks. You can't get ahead. At least not in the short term. Here's my thoughts. I think I'm gonna pull out. You know, I'm currently pulled out right now, but I don't know if I'm gonna buy back in. You know, I feel like they keep trapping me, and the people that are trapping me are fucking people that got wealthy, leveraging credit, getting loans and buying Bitcoin and shit, while fucking me over. And you know, all you 401k motherfuckers that are just now reaching retirement age, well, guess what? Hope you got another 5 to 10 years to get back all you just lost, because this is not going to be like what we saw in 2020 when everything dipped for like a month and then shot to the moon. Why? Because, you know, we're going to have to raise interest rates. And raising interest rates means no more free money for the rich people to play with. So they're just going to hoard their profits that they made off of your retirement fund or your, you know, hard work and earnings, and wait for the rebound, which could take a few years, but I'm sure they can pass the time somehow, you know, with like yachts and big mansions and shit, while the rest of us suffer in pain, you know, watching the dollar collapse at an 8.6% lie of a fucking inflation number, which quite honestly, if I had to estimate based on cost of living increases that I've personally observed, it's more closer to 25 to 30% of a inflation number. But you see those disconnected fucks eating their ice cream in Washington just don't fucking get it for the rest of us, you know. Which I have no one to blame though. You know, I could be pointing fingers like everybody else does. But the fact is I knew this was the game. I knew going into it that I was swimming with the sharks. And much like the motherfucker that walks into the casino with their 1 month paycheck, hoping to beat the house for a change, employing all kinds of strategies. See, I was a gambler. Still kind of am, if you look at my track record. And just watching it all fucking go away. Bye. You know, on the off chance that you hit the jackpot every once in a while. So I think I'm out permanently on crypto. See, crypto on paper seems like a great idea. It's like, oh, we're gonna take all the shit away from governments. We're gonna make money safe and free again. No more will Jerome Powell control your life. How'd that work out for you? You know, as the Bitcoin hugs the NASDAQ, because all the greedy fucks that have been stealing your money on the stock market for the last 30 years, you know, all the Nancy Pelosi's and Hunter Bidens of the world, you know, making money, doing lines of coke off of strippers' chests, you know, how are they doing versus how you're doing right now? Now, I know some people have lost more money than I have, and that sucks. But I'm gonna tap out while I'm behind. You know, which is a meme at this point. You sell at the bottom, you buy at the top. But the thing is, what really turned me off is last week I was options trading outside the realm of crypto. And I would put in a bid, you know, on an option for something I thought was gonna, you know, I was buying a call at the time. Or actually, no, I had already owned a call. I put in a sell order. You know, and it was above what I bought in at, but it was below what, there were like 700 options. 700 options. Way above me, selling at a much higher price, which I don't think is a reasonable price. So I put in my one bid, you know, my one contract, and suddenly the entire fucking thing shifts. I changed the current value of the entire option by putting in one sell order about 20 cents under what the fucking market had up. And instantly, all of those contracts for sale dropped down below my little one order, which told me that there's a computer algorithm working. Now, I don't know about you. I consider myself a fairly intelligent person. I don't know as of late. But I don't think I could beat machine learning algorithms designed to milk you for all of your fucking hard-earned cash. Because let's face it, now the stock market and Bitcoin is all about robbing the retail investors. That's all it is. It's a big fucking pyramid scheme. And unless you have one of those fucking algorithms, you're not going to win. Sorry. And I think people realize it. With the Luna debacle, and now with exchanges locking up here in New York, I got the option on Robinhood to trade, as in to be able to send and receive my crypto. So I go in to sign up for it. Oh, we're sorry, you're in New York. Which means the only place I can go to convert my Bitcoin to cash is Coinbase, which I do believe recently released a similar letter to some of these other collapsing exchanges saying, hey, if we go bankrupt, fuck you, we're keeping your money. You know? Does that sound like a safe bet? That sounds like you're in the worst fucking slot machine in the casino. Just saying. So I guess my point is, we can't have nice things. We can't, you know. There used to be a world where the little guy could get ahead in the United States. I think those days have come to a screeching halt. You know, and will the stock market rebound and it always goes up and shit? Will it happen again? Maybe, but it'll be just a repeat of the same deal to rob you of your wealth. And if you know how to beat those computer algorithms, maybe you'll profit. Or if you just hodl till you're 70 years old, then you'll be able to pay all your medical bills and get your prescription and maybe put some gas in your car. Just saying, I mean, gotta have fucking goals, right? Because the days of you fucking retiring and buying a boat and floating around in the fucking ocean or some shit, you know, those are over. Unless you're a baller. And there's not too many ballers left in the world. In fact, most of the people I know are leveraged up to their fucking eyeballs with debt. Maybe that's the way to go. I mean, if all the rich people are going to leverage debt so they don't have to pay taxes, maybe the little guy should. I'm not ready to go back in debt because I don't like being a slave. But that's how those rich fuckers don't pay taxes. And that's why you're paying for it right now. If you lost money in the stock market, you're paying because all the rich people use their money as collateral, take out loans to buy more stocks, to reap the profits, then pay back their loans so they don't have to pay taxes. And in the end, they're taking your retirement with them. So crypto does look good on paper, but all the greedy fucks, all the central banks are now in there. The Fed's eyeballing it now. And I hate to break it to you, but they got cloud networking fucking computers against you if you try trading in this market. You know, and it's really what it is. They're not even at the keyboard and they're kicking your ass. You know, and don't give me that technical analysis shit because that's out the window right now for sure. And when you look at how things are going, we're going to be in a Great Depression, which means although the stock market always goes up, according to Dave fucking Ramsey, who can suck my dick, it's going to take 10 years. You got 10 years? I don't got 10 years. I don't think I got 10 years. Now with high blood pressure, especially since I'm not going to join the medical community. But, you know, I think I need to enjoy what little money I could scrape together and take my fucking 8% Biden tax, which is really a 30% Biden tax. And the only way I can get around that is to not earn as much money. Maybe reclaim more of my time. So my strategy isn't changed as far as that's concerned. Operation Semi-Retirement is here. I don't care if I have to fucking hold a sign up on the side of the fucking highway. You know, I'm not gonna work 70 hours a week so these fuckers can rob me, which they essentially did just now. You know, that $1,800 is a week and a half in the truck. It's 2 to 3 months of surviving on my own out here. You know, using only my wits to make money. So I need to work on more. But I'm definitely done with crypto, and you know, this isn't financial advice by any means. I've learned my lesson. I learned the hard way. You know, maybe you got to keep going and learn the hard way, and maybe you'll win. You know, I don't know. But if I had to make some predictions, this is not the bottom. It will, you know, when everyone wakes up on the stock market Monday morning and goes to their computer, which has been trading all weekend, and realizes, oh, we just made Bitcoin history again. I think he's going to go down a little more. You know, people are definitely going to be. It's like having a bank run on crypto. You know, that's what's happening. Everyone's scared. Everyone feels fucked over, and a lot of people are going to be like, okay, well, I lost, and they, you know, some people are addicted. They'll keep going back to the casino, but not me. All the crypto bros want you to go back, obviously, so that their portfolios rebound. But they're just as fucked right now. But they're looking at the long term. Well, I don't have fucking 10 years to sit around and wait for my 30% to come back to zero. I think maybe I just need to cut my losses and stop pouring more money in to the drain, you know. And that's really what it's been. You know, this whole buy the dip shit, that ain't working. It only works on a long enough time frame. It's not going to be like it was, unfortunately. So, my strategy's changed. I'm no longer on the investment train. Maybe if by next year we see a bull market, I'll get into trading again. But the days of me leveraging a large portion of my funds into the market have come to an end. I'd do better to go fucking play poker. My track record in poker is about 10 times better than my investing track record as of now. And, you know, I wouldn't have said that a few years ago because we were in a bull market and trading was easy. It was like training wheels. But right now, this is where the rich get richer and you get poorer right now. Because you're not going to have, unless you got fucking nerves of steel, you're not going to be able to watch all your fucking income go back into the stock market, where every week where you buy more stock and the shit just goes down even more, you know. And you're sitting there and you're like, I know someday it'll go back up. But 36%, how long does it take for a market to go rebound 36%? If you look back to the old days, we're talking years, people. We're not talking like, oh, next month it'll go back up, we'll rebound, it'll be fucking V-shaped recovery. Nope. And I thought maybe that would be the case. But we've ruined the economy. And we're not doing much about it. You know, we're trying to, you know, we're behind the curve on raising interest rates, which is going to simultaneously fuck you in terms of inflation. We're going to see stagflation. Fuel prices are still going to go up because the White House just won't be fucking making any friendly to the oil companies' policies anytime soon. No, quite the contrary. Joe Biden's out there screaming at the oil companies, hey, why don't you just take it in the ass? Take it in the ass so that we can fucking have lower gas prices. No, motherfucker, that's not how our capitalist society works. You know, maybe that's how communism works. Maybe that's where we're headed. But people do things to make money. And if you take away their ability to make money, guess what they don't do? They don't build new fucking, you know, refineries. They don't invest in America when you're fucking them like that. And this administration has been very hostile to oil companies. To be fair, a lot of places have been hostile to oil companies. You want to know who hasn't been hostile to oil companies? It rhymes with futon, or Putin. That motherfucker. Yeah. How's he doing? Anyways, so here we go. What is my strategy going forward? Back to square one, really. You know, the whole optimism about hopping in the truck for a year and investing and watching my money grow and have another income stream from there. Those dreams are dashed. They're gone. Maybe they'll come back in the next bull market, whenever the fuck that is. You know, I know what to look for now, at least, when the trend is your friend changes. But I'm not gonna easily forget my experience with this crash, and I'm not forgetting who's benefiting from it and who it's hurting the most. So I'm just gonna make money in however many ways I can. You know, right now I'm really focused on music. I've been working really hard, doing tutorials, and well, I don't want to get widowmakered. That'd be my luck, huh? You know, I've already started working on my next album. What the hell? Look at this. What's up, guys? Just chilling. Don't worry, I ain't gonna fuck with you. Don't hiss at me. I'm in a mood. Don't fuck with me. I know you got babies. Don't worry, I won't come over here. Alright. See, right now that goose is like, yeah, keep walking, bitch. Keep walking. You know. Travel is still on the table. In fact, I've been itching. I've already been itching. You know, I'm gonna wait till after my next stint in the truck to try and make up some of the lost revenue from investing in Bitcoin. Bitcoin was the biggest tank on my portfolio too. The stock market took its fair share. Don't get me wrong, but Bitcoin is the bulk of my losses. While my portfolio performed better than Bitcoin in the past 3 months by maybe 8%, it's still a loss. A loss is a fucking loss. You know, I'd have been better off just sticking with inflation, holding my money. And some of you are going to be like, I told you so, motherfucker. I know. I think Dave in MSP told me to pull out. I should listen to him. He's a baller. So, but, yeah. I'm just gonna stick to what I know works, and that's investing in myself. That's, you know, that rich dad, poor dad motherfucker, that's what he says. Invest in yourself. Grow businesses. Be an entrepreneur. It's not exactly the best environment, especially here in New York. You know, I would argue that in his day it was a lot easier to be an entrepreneur than in today's day and age, where they've even taken away your ability to get ahead. You know, a lot of businesses fail, and I think more are failing now than there were pre-2020. And I don't think we're going back to pre-2020. You know, looking around, if I had to hedge my bets, so the best I can hope for is some gig economy survival. You know, when I need to put gas in my tank, well, guess what? It's time to take some gigs. You know, pay for the gas with the vehicle that I already own. You know, when I want to go out to eat or go out to the bar and drink my troubles away, it's time to get out and earn the money to make that happen on an as-needed basis. That way, the amount that the government is stealing from me is limited proportionally, you know, to the amount of time that I'm willing to put in to get the things I want. And you know what, the cost hasn't really gone up much, being that I'm driving a Prius. You know, it's doing this kind of stuff. You know, it's $5 to get in this park. It's free if I go in and sign in as a veteran. But I'm not gonna bother. I'm just gonna give them their $5. They need to pay the bills, same as everyone else. You know, but I just need to get back to the basics, back to what has worked for the past 6 years, and that is, you know, using my skills, using my investments, you know, in camera gear. I have tons of camera gear. I have tons of music gear. I've got a website that I pay on, which has paid for itself over and over again. A lot of that thanks to you guys and participating in my podcasts and putting tips in the virtual tip jar, over the years have kept that business alive. I mean, it's not thriving. Can't live off of it. But it's still there and it's still in the green, So that's it. That's, but what the fuck do I know? None of this is financial advice. This is just what I'm doing. And I don't know if you've learned from watching this channel over the long term, is that I often don't know what the fuck I'm doing because I'm not an expert, just an asshole. I say it all the time. No one ever believes me. But, we'll get there. I'm going to get out west. I'm going to get to Glacier National Park. I might have to pull a 2-weeker in the truck to pay for that. Unless I can spin up something else to help support my time on the road. Right now I'll be leaning heavily on the Roadie app. I got to test this out. I'm going to do some smaller trips and see if I can pay for the gas by doing Roadie gigs. Which Roadie is an app that delivers. You deliver for Home Depot and Tractor Supply and Best Buy and airlines. They got some good contracts, and it pays anywhere from $1 to $2 a mile depending on when you bid on something. And it's all over the country. It's not confined to one area. So if I can use that to keep the gas in the tank and maybe some food on the table during my road trips, then game on. So for those of you crypto bros here's a prediction for you. Feel free to tell me how much of a piece of shit I am in the comments. Bitcoin's going down, people. We're going back to when it was $1 a Bitcoin, if you're lucky. You want to know how I know that? I've seen similar patterns in other coins that I'm seeing in Bitcoin. Some company has a good idea, like LBC, for example. Remember LBC? It was the currency of Odyssey, the video platform. It was a way to keep content creators making money and all of that. Well, that's collapsed. Now there's ads on Odyssey, and LBC is worse. I think it's worth less than a penny now. I haven't looked honestly lately, but I know it hasn't rebounded. And that's one of the few coins that's actually decoupled from Bitcoin. It doesn't, I've seen Bitcoin go down and LBC go up at the same time, which means it's not relying on that. It's relying on the Odyssey platform, which quite frankly hasn't been doing too well. Mainly because we can't get the eyeballs over there, but a lot of people, like I said, I got a lot of complaints about stability and buffering and that kind of shit, which, sorry to say, until you sort those things out, Odyssey will never overtake YouTube. It's a great place for freedom of speech. It's not a great place to grow anymore. So, and my growth on Odyssey has been minimal, mainly because there's not a lot of new eyeballs flowing into Odyssey, and it's harder to promote now. I mean, yeah, I could, because that was part of the value of LBC, was boosting your videos, but even that sucks now because they're hand curating where your videos are showing in people's feeds. So right now I'm in Wild West on there, and while some of my videos are definitely Wild West, not all of them are. I'd like to show up in some other categories with some of the other things I cover and things I do, like walking around the woods. That's a lifestyle channel. Keto, lifestyle, fasting, lifestyle. Those are all things that should go there. Music should go in the music section. But no, all my content goes to Wild West on Odyssey. So sorry, Odyssey. I'm still there. I still check you. I haven't made any exclusives there in a while, and I don't think I'm going to start anytime soon because I haven't seen anything to say, hey, Odyssey's growing. Odyssey's going to overtake shit. Nope. They enabled the monetization with dollars now. There's that. But I'm not quite confident enough in your platform to give you access to my bank account. Sorry, you're going to have to do something to make us lowly little creators a little more bullish instead of just catering to your big creators. You know who else caters to their big creators? It rhymes with YouTube. Sorry, I'm in a rare mood today. I'm definitely black-pilled as fuck today, you know, with a side of depression. I gotta turn it around. That's why I'm out here, by the way. Like, I come out here and train. Not carrying much in weight, but I am carrying a little weight, other than my fat ass. Training so that I can get out on some of the real trails and see the real things and be away from, you know, people. And get a little closer to nature to let me realize that there's at least one thing that someone isn't leeching off of me on right now, as far as governments and taxes and all that, although they still get theirs at the gate fees on some of these parks. But I don't know, I'll figure it out. I always do. It's just hard, man. It's just fucking, I'm feeling pretty beat down these past couple of years. You know, with the people I've lost. You know, I feel like I'm holding on to a life that doesn't want me anymore, kind of situation. And it's just not looking good. So I gotta stick with the achievable goals, you know. What do I know I can accomplish that governments aren't standing in the way of right now? And that list is getting smaller and smaller. So pretty soon I won't be able to do this anymore because for all I know, they'll outlaw gas at some point. I think that's what it all is. This has to be intentional. There's no way these fuckers are this dumb. But they're just willing to sacrifice you. You know, if you make under $50,000 a year, guess what? Fuck you. Well, we're gonna take everything that you have and give it to Nancy Pelosi and Hunter Biden so he can hold it for his dad. You know, I mean, I'm sorry, but that's my take on things right now. So tell me in the comments, you know, tell me in the chat when we hang out together and watch this train wreck of a video. You know, what do we got? What's left? What do we got to look forward to? Why do we get up in the morning? Why do we put in that 70-hour work week? What are we hoping to get out of the deal? You know, like nearly every facet of life sucks right now. Dating's a shit show. You know, people are more dicks than ever right now. And you know, there's no buying a house. Retirement? Unless you already cashed in, motherfucker. Bye, retirement. You know, Social Security, you think that's going to be there when I get my 60s? Nope. So, but this will still be here. You know, it might be a little more on fire or a little bit more flooded. You know, I'm really upset about Yellowstone. I wanted to stop by there on the way to Glacier, but you know, I don't know. Might not be in the cards. It's a lot of people say it's global warming. I think it's just the planet saying, nature's like, all right, motherfuckers, what now? Sorry for the wind noise in this video also, by the way, but I went to dust off my big camera to film today because I knew it was going to be windy, and the battery was dead, and I didn't feel like waiting. So I'll be a little better in the future with my filming, you know. And I think I'm going to invest in that, you know, as I pull my money out of the stock market. I think I'm going to invest in some equipment to film with, not only for this, you know, the channel and my vlogs and all of this other shit that I do, but I want to start making some music videos using only my own footage, you know, get back into my camera. I've even got a photography client right now booked, so hope maybe that'll springboard that business back to life, as word of mouth tends to do. But something needs to change, and I need to invest in myself, invest in hard, tangible assets that make money. Wow. Looks safe. It's alright. I've seen like people pushing strollers. If they can make it, I can make it. It's literally afloat. Well, what the fuck do I know? I'm not an expert. I'm just an asshole. Please like and subscribe for more shit, and I'll make more shit. If you want to have me make more videos, please head to ScottTheTruckDriver.com and leave a tip in the virtual tip jar. You might have noticed I didn't put out 2 videos in 1 week. Honestly, I'm biding my time. Biding my time. See what I did there? When I'm letting videos mature, as in if I put a video out, I want to make at least $25 on it. And right now, that relies largely on ad revenue, but you can do super thanks, or you can leave money in a tip jar, speed that process up a bit, and I'll make another video. You know, I think I need to make at least $20 a video. Just saying. Oh. Let's sit in the swamp together for a little while. Oh. I'm out of shape and fat, taking a break. I'm only doing 3 miles today, but I'll work my way up to doing 2 laps here. Once I can do 2 laps here and not feel like shit for 2 days after, then I'll move on to some more ambitious trails. So yeah, super thanks is an option now. Of course, Premiere, that kind of stuff. If you want to speed up the rate at which I make videos, if you're just going to leave it up to Susan, then I'll wait till I get $20 in ad revenue and I'll make my next video. So we'll see. And I don't know if you gathered, but Susan's not exactly doling out the cash right now. And that leaves me able to do gigs and focus on my music, which doesn't pay as well, but I enjoy that a lot. It's probably one of the few things I got left to really look forward to, is getting, better at music. It's a hobby still. It's not going to pay the bills. But there'll be a new album coming out soon. I'm working on it. We've got some songs. Basically, my process is I've been making songs for a while now, and now I'm going through and saying, well, what sucks and what doesn't, or what's okay. I'll let you hear what's okay instead of just putting my best songs out. I don't want to raise your standards on me too quickly before I'm good enough to call myself a musician. But that's one of my goals that I know I can work on, and I'm selling music here and there, but that'll be on Spotify. You'll be able to listen for free. It'll also be, before it goes to Spotify, it'll be available on my website if you wanted to purchase it. And I think I'm going to go royalty free on it. I think, I do get requests from people to use my music in their videos. I've had probably 5 or 6 different YouTubers requested at this point. And I think I'm just going to say, hey, yeah, and if you like my music and you want me to make more of it, same deal. Buy the album when I put it out. And then that incentivizes me to make more. If you're going to use it to make money in your videos, then maybe kick some back, just saying. That's really my business model for music anyway. So yeah, I think it's going to be, from now on, all music I release is royalty free. Like, even if you didn't pay for it, so to speak, and then leave the tip jar open for that. And then if it becomes successful, we'll see. We'll see what happens in the future. So, it is what it is. Those are just some of my ideas. And I'm going to invest my money in those for now. And of course, in my semi-retirement. Thankfully, sitting here, I'm just burning my fat ass a little. Didn't really cost anything. Except I'm tired. And I'm only halfway through the trail. I mean, how long did I go? I gotta look at my app. Not that I'm in any danger of getting lost at Beaver Lake. Oh, I'm 2.5 miles in. That ain't bad before I had to sit down and take a chair break. So yeah, about 3.5 miles. A little over 3.5 miles I think I'll end up doing today. Well, have a nice motherfucking day. And shit. And I think the next video I put out is going to be original music. I haven't decided on what song I'm going to release yet. But I want to film a video for it. So that'll be my next project. And in the meantime, I'm doing a lot of Ableton tutorials. And I'm really working on trying to improve my composition skills, my songs, and maybe even work on writing vocals and singing in my songs a bit more. You know, there might be some live streams. I don't know. I haven't been feeling it. But I do have the studio up and running almost again. I don't have my live stream set up again, but we'll see. We'll see. It depends on what you want. If you don't want none of that shit, I won't do it. Alright. Have a nice motherfucking day. I gotta get back to work. Walking. Work.